come on here and give a little more background on why I am scrambling to find a wedding dress. So basically, my plan was to start searching for wedding dresses in March. And, as you know, COVID kind of roared its ugly head towards the beginning of March, middle March time frame. And for me, it was especially personal because my fiance did end up contracting COVID and he was sick for almost 3 weeks. His father also had it, and he ended up passing away from it, unfortunately. So at that point, my focus was no longer on finding a wedding dress. I really hadn't even given the wedding any thought. It was just more so on the well-being of my family. And so I just, shoved that to the side and said, I'll pick it back up whenever I get the chance. And subsequently, a lot of the shops closed down. Nothing really opened back up until I want to say May, the end of May or something like that. And so it was not until June that I really started getting back into the spirit of, okay, let's get married. Not that I, ever stopped wanting to get married, but as far as like planning and all of that stuff, I didn't even give it a thought until June. So I finally decide, okay, we got to get this ball going. And I knew we were not going to be able to use the venue that we picked. I knew we weren't going to be able to have this big fairy tale wedding that I wanted. So I said, you know what, let me get a dress that's not as pricey, because this is not the, lavish wedding that I wanted, but something that's still beautiful and something that I'll love. And even in pictures, it will be beautiful. I wanted something that was pretty, but I didn't have to go all out because, like I said, we were only going to do a small ceremony at this point. And so I said, let's just make the appointment and go shopping. The experience was not what I envisioned because there are a lot of rules now. You could only bring one person. So I thought, prior to all of this, that it would be me and my closest girlfriends or family members. We'd be sipping champagne and mimosas and all of that and shopping for wedding dresses, and they say, ew, hate it, or oh, I love it, oh, that's the one. I thought I was gonna have all of that, and I did not, but it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the goal is to just marry the love of your life, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit of what happened while I was out, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll be taking you on the ride with me to plan a wedding in 2 months, and you'll just see the good, the bad, the ugly, and how everything goes. But yeah, so just stay tuned for the rest of my video, and hopefully you enjoy it. Bye. So I am on my way to go shopping for a wedding dress. This is my first attempt. I could not do it back in April or March because everything was shut down. I'm actually going to meet my mom up there. It's not set up the typical way that it would be in the past, where you can have like your mom or your girlfriends or whatever close people you want to experience it with you. You can only bring 1 to 2 people in there with you. They prefer 1. So we're going to our first stop to see how everything goes. Hopefully I find something there. If not, I'll have to try again probably next weekend. So thanks for joining me, and I'll take you along for the ride. Alright, so gotta put my mask on. Hold on.
Hello, how are you today?
Hello. So I am back. I spent a little over an hour in the bridal shop. I actually did find a dress, and I don't really need any alterations. And if I did, that would suck because they wouldn't be able to get it back in time for me anyway. My wedding is in about 2 months, and they just would not be able to get it back in that short amount of time. So for those of you who don't know, I am getting married in a couple of months. My plan was to start searching for a dress around March, April, but then the pandemic hit, everything was closed. So I'm finally getting around to, searching for a dress. We're gonna have a very small ceremony, and then hopefully next year things will be back to normal. People will be a little more comfortable gathering in large spaces, and we'll be able to have that dream wedding that I always envisioned. But for now, we're just gonna have a very small ceremony with family and friends. It probably at most will be 15 people, just to actually make it official and exchange vows. And then next year we'll do the magical fairy tale wedding that I want. And at first I was a little down and out about it, but all I really care about is getting married anyway. So at this point, that doesn't matter. And let me tell you, the venue that I chose anyway is a hot mess in terms of management, and I had been going back and forth with them prior to the pandemic anyway, and I was trying to find a backup venue just in case, because that experience was terrible. I'm going to actually make another video explaining what I went through prior to all of this, to where I was just like, you know what, I'm over it, let me just get married. There were so many issues, but yes, so I found my dress. I am so happy. That was the main thing I wanted to get out the way. The only other major thing I need to do is finalize the officiant. Like, we already know who we want from church, of course, but we just need to make sure their schedule is clear. And then besides that, I just need to find a photographer to take the pictures, and I already know a few people that can do it. I just have to narrow down which person I'm going to choose, because it's not going to be, this all-day event where I need a photographer for the whole day. I just need somebody for probably about an hour at most. So that's that. So thanks for joining me along on this little let's see, what shall I say, this excellent Saturday afternoon, because I'm so happy I found that dress. But yeah, so I will do another video going more in detail about my planning experience, what I was gonna do and what ended up happening. I will take you along with me for the actual ceremony that I'm doing. I'm about to go, I think I'm gonna try to find some food before I get back home. And it is a beautiful day, but it's super hot. It's gonna be about 100 degrees today. So I'm not trying to sweat my hair out. My curls fell. I went and got my hair done Thursday, and you see how my curls have fallen already. But we actually were outside a little bit yesterday, and literally I want to say it was maybe 15 minutes, and within that 15 minutes my curls fell. So, but that's all right. No big deal. I will talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching.